Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. Faction Rally has finally made its return. It is of course the PvE event where you can pledge to a faction and then earn up tokens and reputation, and of course see which of the factions wins at the end of the week. So in this video we'll take a closer look at the weekly milestones and then dive in to see what the new offerings are in the Faction Rally for Season 2. Let's jump into it. Alright, quickly going over the weekly milestones, we start with the Flashpoint on Mercury, so you need to have Curse of Osiris to participate in this week's Flashpoint. And then we have Clan XP, the Nightfall, Leviathan, Call to Arms, and Heroic Strikes as your sources for powerful gear. And then of course, the big thing this week is the Faction Rally, finally returning after its December hiatus. And yes, it is open to everyone. The Nightfall for the week is the Pyramidion, and the modifiers are Torrent and 0 Hour, so you're going to have access to all of your abilities much faster, but you're going to have no way of extending the timer. Also, after pledging allegiance to a faction, today's milestone is Faction Rally EDZ, which essentially asks you to destroy enemy supplies and lost sectors, and of course they have deployed a bug that will prevent you from doing the usual cheese, so you won't be able to get a ton of tokens back to back. But anyways, let's take a look at the vendors for the first time since the Season 2 changes and additions, and the special weapon for Dead Orbit is Hollow Earth. This isn't my favorite brand of auto rifle, but aside from that, it does have a decent perk of Zen Moment, so it should be fairly stable. It doesn't have very many side options, which is one of the drawbacks of Vice, although it is one of the higher rate of fire auto rifles, so it should definitely be worth a try. Anyways, the new cosmetics and ornaments are in full swing, although we do have a brand new kinetic sidearm called Peace by Consensus, and this is actually offered by all three of the factions. But I think it's just a cool little thing to tie all of the factions together, so again, you can earn this from packages from any of the vendors. Of course, it does require Curse of Osiris. Also in Curse of Osiris are going to be brand new shaders, which I really like. This is actually the first shader from Dead Orbit that I really dig. I wasn't a huge fan of the camo in Season 1. This shader looks way better, sort of like this matte finish with these really interesting textures. Now remember, they do have brand new ornaments, and if you're going for these ornaments, they seem fairly simple to accomplish. For instance, for the class item, you just simply need to earn 5 of the reward packages. For the rest of them, they do change depending on the faction, so keep that in mind. For instance, Dead Orbit asks for melee kills, Lost Sector completions. Again, keep in mind the token trick will not be working in Lost Sectors, again, since they did patch it. But then moving on, we have precision kills, and then finally for the helmet, we have your Nightfall completion. Moving on to FWC, we can see the special weapon is going to be the Doubt auto rifle. Again, this is the coming of all of the auto rifles for everybody. This one seems to actually be the best one that is offered because of snapshot sights, which is going to be awesome in the Crucible. I'm really hoping to be able to pick this weapon up, and I kind of hope that Future War Cult does win because I really want to test this weapon out. For her extra earnings, she has a pretty cool brand new shader, which I actually like. The FWC shaders can be a little clownish, so I'm definitely happy to see this one. Then again, for the ornaments, be sure to remember that the middle 3 items do have different requirements faction to faction, so if you're running multiple characters, be sure to remember which one you're currently working on. Finally, moving on to New Monarchy, we have the Loquitur 4, I want to say. It's an auto rifle and it has a pretty good set of perks. It is of course on the low rate of fire high impact tier, and it has the perk of high impact reserves. Rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. This is great for auto rifles since they are most likely to be taken to the end of the magazine. I would definitely love to take this for a test drive, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if they didn't win. Taking a look at New Monarchy's extra earnings, you start with a pretty cool new shader. It's not as awesome as the shaders from Season 1, but I really do like this sort of consistent matte approach. And I guess the more I look at it, the more I really like the gold contrast, so I might end up grinding out quite a bit of these shaders, because I kind of want to build a Titan set with these shaders on. They look pretty cool, especially with this armor set. But anyways, also keep in mind that you're going to have ship sparrows and ghosts now offered from the factions. You're also going to be able to earn these during matches, so they just might drop at the end of a match. You might get a ship or a ghost. I haven't played yet, so we'll have to see how the drop rate really works on that. I really dig this ghost from New Monarchy with the little lion's head at the very top. That's pretty clever. I also really dig the sparrow. So, a lot of cool new things in Season 2 for Faction Rally. My hopes are higher that it's going to be a much better event than it was in Season 1. I'm glad to also know that Christopher Barrett is committed to continue to evolve this event and make it something we can look forward to month after month. We'll have to, of course, wait and see what that ends up looking like in the months to come. But for now, it's a very welcome addition to the game. I'm looking forward to jumping back in and having something to finally do again. I want to unlock all of the ornaments, of course. And then, of course, there's brand new weapons, which are going to be pretty cool to play around with. Again, it's not amazing. The game still has a lot of issues, fundamental problems, but they are headed in the right direction. My mind is pretty much at ease at the moment because I know we have a really great developer at the helm of everything, so I have the utmost confidence that this game is going to be able to bounce back just fine. Of course, as you noticed, I have a lot of thoughts on the matter, and we'll be talking more about this stuff as the days and weeks go on. But for now, let me know in the comments below which faction you are pledging to, which weapon are you looking to get. Let's discuss. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time.